Welcome to the Perfectly Sane Show, episode 718. I am Chris, as always, joined by Tony.
Sorry, I missed last week. I had some off-the-field commitments I couldn't get out of, just like Aaron Rodgers.
It's fine. Go ahead.
I love how he just lets the Steelers just like wait and wait. They've been waiting for months now. Like, make a decision. Oh, we don't. All the other quarterbacks have signed. Now they're screwed. Good work, guys.
It would be funny if they were just like, yeah, we don't want you anymore because you're a dick.
I mean, I kind of feel like Mike Tomlin will do that. He'll be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm a great coach. I've won without a quarterback before. I'm doing it again.
Yeah, I can make the playoffs with whatever I have in my roster. I'm not sure who I have here, but I'm sure I can make the playoffs with them.
Yes.
Jeff is here as well.
Hello.
No off the field commitments for Jeff.
No.
We all weirdly, I mean, maybe not weirdly, but we've all played the same game, and we've all finished said game.
It never seems like that ever.
Yeah. First I'll finish it too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in shock over here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. We've all played South of Midnight. We've all finished South of Midnight too. And
it helps. It helps that it's short.
Yes.
It's a story-based game, and the story is really good. So you just you want to plow right through it. So.
Yeah, and the levels aren't super long.
And I found it to be just such a joy to play that it was very easy to play like 2-3 chapters in one sitting, no problem.
Yeah, that was how I played it, Jeff. Was like two chapters a night.
I mean, there were days like the first day I played it, I think I played through 6 chapters in one sitting. It was very easy. I don't know. It's just so fun to pick up, and where was I going? I just clicked the right stick. I know where I'm going. I'm good.
I think you said this last week, or compared it last week to like an old school like PS2 type game.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it feels like. Like it's very linear. Like there's you can explore a little bit, and if you do go off the path, you'll find like health upgrades and
very good at spotting the
loofs
optional that's going on.
Did you end up getting all the health upgrades or?
No. I think I was one short of upgrading it a second time.
Okay.
I remember
you can only upgrade it 3 times. So.
Oh yeah, so I definitely missed some, but in general, like as you play the game, as you get on with it, like you start to spot where like the little paths to the floofs are going to be. Like you get good at like, okay, it's going to be around this corner. Yeah, but those health ones are pretty well hidden.
It's kind of weird, like story-wise, something will happen and you'll want to dash off, and you never do because you're always like, all right, let me just check to make sure that there's no like path from here to like some random out of the corner spot before I run away and can never come back to this place again.
And it does help that you have that line that will lead you back to where you're supposed to go. So you're just like, whatever, I can fuck off.
Yeah, I think that makes it a lot easier to like go off in a random direction. You're not like, oh, I'm lost. I have no idea how to get back to where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah,
because you always know
that. Like it came in super helpful, especially in those ones where there's like 4 or 5 of these levels where you get a bigger open area and you have to kind of hit up 3 or 4. You have to like get the blue juice into the bottle.
Yeah.
And it was like, where am I at? Like how everything I'm turned around and you just hit the right stick in and it's like point you off in the right direction. It's nice. Yeah, did you guys notice that for the hidden stuff like the floofs and the health collectibles that the animals kind of point you in the right direction for them. They'll scurry towards them. Like if you see like a deer or a squirrel or a bunny, and they start running in a certain direction.
Oh, really?
There's normally a collectible there. I didn't notice it at first, and then I was like, all right, I got 8 of the 9 collectibles for the health. Where's this other one? And so I started looking online, like where is it on this level? Because you can replay the chapters and it'll tell you if you have how many floofs you're missing and how many if you got the health upgrades or not. And so I was just looked on Reddit, like where is it on here? And somebody was like, yeah, if you look for the animals, they'll point you in the right direction of the collectibles. Which is kind of cool. I just never noticed it.
I did not notice that. Yeah.
No, I never noticed that. No. Would have been nice if they pointed that out.
Yeah.
At some point.
Hey.
Even an aside in the dialogue, something to say, like.
Yeah, that catfish is very talky. Like he couldn't tell you that the animals are trying to tell you something.
Right.
So overall, what do you guys think of the game? I know that I think all 3 of us have the same feeling. The final boss, but
yes,
outside
the final
of that,
boss sucks.
Yeah.
I also think the end of the game is not as well tested. I think the QA is pretty bad. I had a number of bugs at the end that I didn't experience at all in the first 9 chapters. But once you start hitting 10, 11, 12, then I started having things like buttons you had to press were not appearing on the screen, and so you couldn't advance through certain sections. I had some combats where the little thing that's supposed to open at the end, so that you can finish the little combat arena, didn't open.
Yep.
I didn't have any of this.
So it's nice that the checkpointing is so good, because I literally had to hop out of the game and hop right back in, and normally the last save is pretty close, but I had to do it 8 times for various things at the end, because there were just some weird issues. I don't know, maybe because I was playing on PC. I don't know that you guys were.
I played on PC, but everybody's build is different, so
yeah, I don't know, but there were definitely some things that made me very sad at the end, and that final boss fight. I don't know. I don't know that the other boss fights, any of them were particularly great.
They were at least boss fights.
Yeah, they were boss fights. That was not. That was where's the boss? Where did he go? Why am I having these same combats that I'm having the same? They weren't even as good. There were some of the ones earlier in that level that were way better.
It weirdly emphasized, I think, the weakest part of the game, which is the combat encounters.
Yeah,
I don't even mean the combat itself, because I actually liked the feel of the combat as the game went on. It's just the combat encounters is just that standard. You're stuck in a little arena, and it was very. Here's the same 3 or 4 over and over. There was no variation to what the combat encounters really were. Yeah. That would be kind of we kind of talked about last week. The combat being the weakest part, and me and Chris were saying it's a little hard early on. I guess I'd say that did not hold up.
Yeah, once you can start upgrading, it's not hard.
Yeah,
then that's the opposite. Now it's super easy.
It's kind of how I like things to be. I like when it's harder at the beginning, and then you just start to become badass. But yeah, it becomes a breeze once you get all your shit leveled. Once you have your little sidekick and all that, it's pretty easy. But yeah, what a weird, kind of late fight. I thought for sure, because I knew it was 14 chapters, I'm like, oh, the real boss fight is coming,
One, and it's kind of made that the grandmom bunny is she takes the heart out of that hugging Molly.
Yeah.
And it's like revealed that like, you know, she's really the evil one in all this. So I thought, all right, we're going to fight this thing and then we're going to go fight her. And no. It's like
that last chapter when you're walking up the stairs, like, okay, final battle time. And then it kind of just ends. You're like, oh, that's
it's
disappointing.
Like a balloon letting air out.
Like literally the entire chapter is just you walking upstairs. I kind of feel like there were some things cut out. Like there may have been a boss battle that was supposed to be there that was cut out. There may have been a different design of that final boss that was cut out. It just kind of seems like those things
doesn't fit with the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked like those last like chapters 12 and 13, which were in that kind of in between zone. Like the design of it was really cool, like floors and streets that just they cut out, they drop.
Yeah.
So like that
After
was
spending
all, like,
the entire
really
time
neat.
in the swamp, like,
yeah.
oh, it's nice to see something's different.
Yes, it's like, oh, this is neat. Like, you know, you can look in the windows and you see like people that are kind of trapped there, stuck in their you know, guilt and depression, and like it was all like really cool looking. The platforming was fun in that level, in those levels, and then we just get that, you know, wet fart of a final boss, and then the final chapter just. But yeah, really fun. I really liked it. I think Microsoft's off to a pretty good start this year.
I really like this game. I feel like it's being so overlooked by people. Or maybe that's just what I see. I don't know. Like, I don't know what numbers it's doing.
I don't see the people talking about it.
There's no buzz. Like, there's no buzz about it.
Yeah, but I mean, we all played it, which is an oddity that we all like picked up and played a game.
And finished it.
I have seen
and all
some other
liked
people.
It.
Yeah.
I'll say one other thing I thought was weird is apparently like the animation. Like, I think it's a great looking game.
Yeah.
But anytime there's like a cutscene or whatever, I guess they did it with stop motion, which makes no sense to me. Like, I don't. It made it look very choppy.
And it didn't really look like stop. It wasn't choppy enough to be stop motion, I think.
It looked like a frame rate issue. And then I finally like saw this stop motion. And I was like, isn't the point of stop motion animation to like so that it looks physical and real? And then like you all this stop motion work, which is incredibly like work intensive. And then you slap video game graphics over it.
Yeah,
it's add frame rates. I'm like, what was the thinking here? I don't get it. Like, it goes against what I understand the point of stop motion even is. Because again, it's just like then you're reanimating it to like a cartoon. It's like, what the fuck? I don't get that, but whatever. It didn't hurt my enjoyment of the game, really.
I almost feel like I wish, like, if you're gonna do that, lean into it a little bit harder. Like, give it that like rank at bass kind of look to it.
That would be the point of doing it. Like, I don't get otherwise what your point is. It's so much work, and then you slap graphics over it. It just, I don't know. It makes no sense to me. But,
and then the actual gameplay of it is super smooth. Like, that doesn't look stop motion-y at all.
No, yeah, but these are just like very minor nitpicks in the game. So fun to play. Like just the controls and the traversal. I like we kind of talked about this last week, Chris. Like running, which you can control where you are on the wall to like hook shotting over things. It just like flows together so well.
The wall running got really good towards the end, like where they're actually like throwing obstacles in. Like a lot of the times in the wall running, like you would just wall run, like you didn't have to use the right stick to move up or down. But towards the end, they were like putting like spike traps in front, so you'd have to kind of like use both sticks to kind of control. Like, so it made it a little more interactive. It was kind of fun.
So did Earl play through the game as well?
No, he hadn't played it as of last week. I don't know if I'm not sure where the hell Earl is.
Just because you guys were like, we've all played it.
I meant all three of us had played it. Yeah.
Well, that alone is.
I believe Earl is in Outworld right now. He's missing. He's in a tournament.
He's stuck in the swamp, I guess. Jeff, you sent me a message, was like, oh, give me one of these like every 2 years. I don't know if I need this one every 2 years. Like, I think it tells a pretty good story that we don't need to come back necessarily to.
Well, yeah, I thought
these
about
characters.
I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's better to just leave it. Like, just have the one. Like, you did. What else is there to do with it? You know what I mean? Like, you can't really change the setting, and you've done the setting. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess I wouldn't be I guess I would play if they made another. But I was like, it's better just do one and done. That's how Beyond Good and Evil became legend. There was never another one. It was just that one. You know.
Been rumor of another one for forever.
Sure. Yeah. I would be interested to see what they do next. I never checked. What was that? It seemed like that game came and went and nobody cared. Unless I'm wrong, but I never played it. But I'd love to see them do. Yeah. What were you saying, Chris?
I would say if you liked like We Happy Few is a completely different type of game too. It's a first person, but if you kind of like, you like 3D platformers, if you want to try something it's not quite as refined, but they did a game called Contrast back on the I think it was the PS, maybe it was like early Xbox One, PS4 time, so probably about a decade ago now. But Contrast is neat. Like it starts out as a 3D kind of platformer, but you can meld into the shadows, so it will also do 2D platforming, and you kind of like use shadows to move stuff, so you're platforming that way. And by the same studio, so they have a platforming pedigree to start with, but this is by far their best thing.
They're on my radar now. I would love to see them do something in the genre again. I think this is a very good example of the genre. Again, I think maybe the combat encounters could have been more varied or interesting.
Yeah.
But the combat itself, I think, feels good once you get all your moves and stuff. That's fun, ripping their souls out and shit. It's like,
I will say that particular mechanic, I kind of feel you had to stand in a certain spot. There are lots of times I'd end up in hitting the Y button 5-6 times before it actually started unspooling the stupid thing. My kids were happy when I stopped playing because I was yelling pressing the button and nothing is happening.
You just gotta get good, Tony. Gotta get your dash down,
Apparently.
The dash was neat, because it has that explosive kind of a effect to it.
I love that you could add a second dash too. It just really made everything feel even better. That's the thing. It's once you get all your moves, man, it just feels so fun to play.
Yeah, the second dash, very, very once you got that, useful. I was the combat's not hard anymore.
Yeah, because you could outrun the things that were catching you. You get caught in a zone where something's coming down on you or whatever. Now you can just go choop, choop, get out of there.
And you get your little buddy Crouton, and you can have him possess something. While you
start off every combat, you're okay, that guy's frozen in place, and Crouton's possessing that guy, and I'm just going to fight the third guy.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah.
and now the odds are a little even more even.
I make sure he was the one thing I made sure to upgrade. Every time, if I was able to upgrade him, I was he's pretty useful. He would possess those guys for a while,
Yeah, it seems to last forever once you fully upgrade the thing. To the point where every time I feel I'm killing Crouton again.
Yeah,
because he's not done yet.
It's like there's no other enemies. It's just Crouton. I'm just gonna hit you because you're not gonna attack me back. So, the one thing I didn't like about Crouton, not in combat, but was you would have to throw him, and he'd go into those little tunnels every once in a while. And sometimes like you're doing something like starting a generator or something, and those are fine. But there are ones that are just like, all right, you're gonna walk this like gauntlet of spikes. Crouton like waddles, like he's not, and he can't jump very high. So it's like he doesn't move very well at all. And you get to the end of it, and it's a pile of rocks for 5 floof. It's like,
you're like, oh, fuck you. I will say one of the things that was more pointed with Crouton, haha, is like I never quite got the hitbox with the thorns. Like it always felt so. Like I could never tell. Yeah, very very random. Like sometimes you'd be like way over the thorn and it hit you, and other times I felt like I was going right through thorns and they weren't touching me. It's very odd.
Yeah, super fun game. Up there for me right now. It's not at the very top, but
it's
pretty high.
My favorite. It's my favorite game. I've played this year, but I would be like shocked if it had like held.
Oh yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
I liked it more than Avowed, which is the game I was more excited for, and liked it better than Monster Hunter. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I like this type of game. We don't get it as much anymore, so it's a nice treat.
Yeah, I hope that it does well enough that Microsoft turned around and was like, yeah, make maybe not make another one, but make something else like that. A mid-tier kind of game that we can throw on Game Pass, and
it should be a series that like the idea, like if you're gonna make a series out of it, it's like a new regional set each time, and that's like the theme of the game.
That could be cool.
And you could have similar gameplay, because again, it's like I just feel like if you are making straight up South of Midnight 2, it would have to be in the same region again, and it's like, well, we did that, Wonder where would I like where could they? Where's an interesting place? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's hard
to beat. It's hard to beat Louisiana,
and they kind of captured it pretty well.
Yeah,
I mean, you move to like maybe the Southwest. Like there are lots of regions of America that you could like do something. I think maybe you're done with Louisiana.
Flavor.
That was a fun. Yeah, that was a fun setting, and like pulling in the music the way they pulled in the music, and like with the actual not live is wrong, but the actual recorded instruments, like it was kind of cool when you get through the credits that they give the band such a high placement. You don't normally see that.
Yeah, it's such a kind of like vital part of the vibe of the game, though.
Yeah.
Just climbing. What is it? What was his name? What was the tree's name? Benji.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like climbing that. You're getting the story of the two brothers as you're climbing it. Like it's like through this folk song. It's like really really cool.
And these stories are also sad.
So sad and dark.
All of them. Like, oh, this game is great. It's great.
See, I could tell that the story was good. I was not paying attention. Like typical me, I was attention to the story, but it was like I like kind of regretted that I didn't, because I could tell.
Oh yeah, you missed
that
out.
They were like, it wasn't overbearing, and the stories that were like short and powerful. But I was just like, whenever I get to cutscenes in games now, I just start looking at Twitter or something. Like, all right, when am I playing?
Like a lot of the stories were like told in levels.
Yeah, I could tell that.
So again, as you're filling your bottle up, like you're getting the little bits of narrative.
Yeah,
that stuff is dark.
Maybe the next time, I know I'll play this again one day and make an effort to pay attention.
For me, it was like, all right, you're coming up on Hugging Molly, and you're like, all right, she's not the bad guy, right? She can't be. The way they're painting this is there's going to be a misunderstanding. And that's exactly how it plays out, but it's still just like heart-wrenching, like when it happens, like, and then to find out that your grandmom has been manipulating you the entire time, it's pretty fucked up.
I mean, the fish said so. The fish said we were being manipulated.
Did. Cool design on
never
this
lie.
fish, too.
Always listen to the talking fish.
That's right.
Very, very cool design on that fish, too.
Wouldn't be talking if he didn't have anything to say.
Yep.
It's got to be important.
So that's South of Midnight. Did you guys play anything else over the past week?
Go ahead.
I wanted to play. That I finished this because I was like, God damn it! I just gotta make it to like next Thursday for the game I'm really excited for, the Expeditions 33.
Yep.
That game, I'm gonna be so upset if it sucks. Anyways, but I was like, what can I, what can I do in the meantime? I have been playing like Tony Hawk here and there, like the last one, just kind of, not be so rusty. That's a game where your skill diminishes with age.
Yes.
I used to be like what I would consider to be like at least an average Tony Hawk player. Like I could pass all levels. I'm still doing that, but boy, it's like, especially when you first start off because all your stats are low, it's just like impossible to do anything. But then I was like, I want to play maybe something, like South of Midnight got me in the mood for that type of game, and I was like, you know what? And then I was like, what's Chris been playing? And I looked through your timeline, and I saw, your first game of the year was Epic Mickey. And then I went and looked it up. First off, it was impossible to find on the Xbox store, but when I finally did, like if you search Epic Mickey, it doesn't come up. Like I don't know.
So I saw you were playing it, and I was like, I wonder if it's on sale, because like Jeff hadn't bought it, so I was like, I wonder if it's on sale. Maybe I'll buy it on Xbox now, and it did not come up. It's like, how the hell do I get to it?
Yeah, so how I found it is I searched it a few times, and I kept finding like some DLC for it. So I clicked on the DLC. It was just like a character pack or costume pack, and then it was like in this bundle, and then like related games or whatever, and then like that's how I found it. That seems like I'd be pissed off if I was Disney or whatever. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
But so I got, and that was on sale, Chris. Although, sorry to inform you that I think the sale ended on it because I think it said 12 hours left when I bought it yesterday.
I mean, I already own it. I own it on PC, but
it was $30, and I played through like it's a small world level and got to Main Street. And it's, it's good. The thing I always loved about that game when it first came out was that setting was like, I was like surprised that like the levels were like somewhat, designed around the parks. And also like, the classic old, like the 2D ones are like based off like Steamboat Willie and stuff like that. Like I love all that shit. Is it an amazing game? It's okay.
You should go back and listen to our Game of the Year stuff from 2010.
At that time, look, there's a lot like I like about it. It's just like now it is, nearly a 20-year-old game, and you could kind of feel that.
Yeah. There's
some games like you could go play Mario Galaxy right now. That shit feels fucking as good as ever. This does not. Like it's fine. It's okay. Like I'm not that far in it, so I don't have like a super strong opinion. But coming off of South of Midnight, that I had that such great traversal to this, this is fine. It's something to play, I guess, for a week. What did you? You were positive about it, right, Chris?
I liked it. I ended up liking it. I think a lot of it is that charm. And like you end up, there's like a whole Tortuga section and I'm trying to think of like what like the Tomorrowland or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff's like really neat.
Like, and like, you know, I'm such a sucker for the Disney parks. Like, that's my, like, one of my areas of expertise in life for whatever reason, as I really know those parks. So to see a game like kind of honor all that shit is really neat, you know. And the fact that, like, you know, pretty dark stuff that they're doing with it, like, it's more serious tone than you'd expect from a Disney Mickey game, you know. It's decent.
Did you ever play the second one?
Yeah, it sounds good. Not even close.
Okay.
Have you?
No. I own it. Like, it was like $7 or something on one of those backwards compatibility sales. I just haven't played it yet.
Yeah, you could beat it in a day. Like, it's way shorter. It's like I think it's like, and it was designed to be played by like 2 players, I think was the deal.
Mm.
But then if you're playing alone, you're just kind of shuffling. It just didn't, like, the first one was so much better, dude. Like, I mean, I guess you could play it and get some achievements, but like, it's just nowhere near as good. It was a huge disappointment when it came out, for me anyway.
Maybe at some point I'll get to it, but I'm not rushing ahead to it.
It's like when you search on the store, though, that's the one that comes up is the backwards compatible Vicky 2, the power of 2. It's like, what the fuck?
Ew.
You would think that the rebrushed version would be the one that comes up because it's newer, but
I literally searched rebrushed one time because I was like, why is it not showing up? And I'd search rebrushed, nothing. I'm like, what the like? That's really weird. Like, how else you're just supposed to scroll through thousands of games till you get back to it? Like when it came out, like in December or whatever.
Wild.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You play anything else, Jeff?
I don't think so. No.
Tony, you play anything?
So much Assassin's Creed.
Ooh.
I can't tell you the amount of Assassin's Creed I played.
How are you enjoying Assassin's Creed?
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I like the 2 characters. I like being able to switch back. Like, you have like one that is the classic Assassin's Creed experience, and like the other one when you're sick of that experience and you really want to just go in and kill a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun to, like, there are a lot of missions in the game that send you out to like assassinate like a large group of people, like 8 of them. Like, they'll give you a little wheel and you have to go kill them all one by one. And I'll alternate back and forth. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be sneaky this time. And the next time, all right, I'm just going to go in and kill everybody in this little area. And then, all right, back to sneaky.
I'm going to walk through the front doors, Yasuke.
I definitely do that a lot because I'm like, you know what? I don't care. It feels like it's not. Was it Brotherhood? The one in gosh, why is my brain Constantinople?
Revelations.
It feels like that. Where, like, at that point, Ezio was so strong that he could, wherever he went, he could just kill everything. Or like Assassin's Creed 3 also. You didn't have to sneak at all in that one, except in the sneaky missions, because like you could just literally get into a combat and kill everything, and that's how Yatsuke feels when you get him into battle. Especially once you start upgrading stuff, like once you get like a few abilities and like a bunch more of the bars that let you use the abilities. Like, he's just like a tank that can't be killed. He also, like, one of the things he gets is like he regains health as he kills people. so like you can be surrounded by guys, but as long as you keep killing them, it doesn't matter. I enjoy playing as him.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
But like, it's hard to, like, if you have to like move through the world, like, he is not the person you want to do with. Like, he's bad at climbing. He, like, you're like running, and then if you accidentally run into something, like you'll accidentally like break down a door or like run into a fence and try to destroy it. Like, one of my favorite things though is, have you tried to do the dive as him, like the classic? And he's so clumsy, he just kind of thuds at the bottom. He's like, I'm okay. Like, I'll walk it off.
He like starts out like doing the the dive, and then all of a sudden he just like loses it. He just flops. It's great.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I don't. So many things about this game I like. I like the mission screen with like all the. It's cool to see like all the people you touch as the game gets bigger because the game is so big. But like it has like each individual area is like isolated to like the people from that area, and you can go and see where all the quests are in that area. It's cool to see like the little groups as you meet them, and then start killing them, and to have like a record of what you did to them all. Like as you
can
check
save
them off,
some of them. You can like spare some of them.
yeah, you absolutely can. You'll be like there'll be a bunch of red X's, and then one of them will be orange because you're like, oh, fair.
I did that for Yasuke's like his girlfriend type thing.
I spared her too. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know. It feels like a combination of I don't even want to say Valhalla. It feels more like Odyssey, like because the world is just so large, and you just kind of like there's so much to go out and find and explore. It's a combination of that and like literally like classic sneaky Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It's great. It's somehow they've taken those two and like finally combine them in a way that really makes sense. It's I don't. There's almost too much game to get like your head around though. Like sometimes I don't know how many quests I have available right now. It's a lot. It's so many. And I've leveled up my character enough that I'm like able to march into areas where I'm like I haven't even come close to finishing the area I'm currently in, but now I can get into all these other areas now too. I don't know. There's a lot to play. There's so much to play in this game. It's like one of those games you can spend like 150 hours in easy.
It does feel though like it's a little more streamlined than Valhalla was, where or you at least feel like you're making progress in it.
Yeah, that's the kind of the cool thing is you can always like redirect yourself back to the quests. Like it makes that kind of stuff obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like how they I'm playing without the you have to like explore. You don't just get the I don't know what the exploration. There's two exploration options it offers you at the beginning. One just gives you the point, and the other one you have to like go out and explore the world to find things. It's like it'll give you like map clues as to where things are, and you can go out and try to like find those points yourself, or you can like literally hire scouts and send them out.
Yeah, you have like three scouts every season.
Yeah,
and you can use them to like unveil, like basically send them out to scout an area of the map.
Yeah.
But you don't always want to do that because you also want to like smuggle supplies and so it's kind of like a risk reward.
Yeah. Upgrading your hideout though gives you more scouts.
Okay.
It also you can use less scouts to scavenge supplies.
Okay. Is there a specific building that you have to upgrade? Maybe
there's two. It's two different buildings. One of them is the stable. If you upgrade the stable, it reduces the number of scouts you need from 2 to 1. And then there's a building that's specifically dedicated to the scouts themselves that you can upgrade.
Okay. Maybe I should look into upgrading them so that I can actually scout some shit or pick up more supplies like over the course of a season.
Yeah, that's it gives you those little random quests that you can go out and you get a lot of supplies from those.
Okay.
The missions they're not missions, contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And you can unlock more. The more areas you go into, the more contracts you can unlock because you can get 3 per area. So you could literally like farm supplies. You could like spend a whole season farming supplies, and then when you get to the end of the season, it unlocks and you get all of them open again.
Is you get those contracts by going like there's like these places that you find that are basically
little
like,
hideout things.
Yeah, if you unlock those, you get that. That's where you get the contracts.
Yeah,
right?
as soon as you unlock one in an area, it unlocks the contracts for that whole area.
Okay. Yeah, there's an achievement I think for doing a contract in each area. So I'll probably work on that at some point. Good stuff.
Yes, this game's delightful. Be playing a lot of Assassin's Creed, I imagine, going into the future.
I will get it. When it off, which it will be, if not more.
Probably,
I'm actually playing on Ubi Plus.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I paid what is it?
Nothing.
17,
17, $18.
Oh, really?
That's how I did it too, Tony.
And that gets you like the deluxe edition, like the really good one with all the bells and whistles.
And if they release any DLC, you get that too. So, I like Ubisoft Plus, and it's easy enough to just use it to play the game you want, and then cancel it and come back a couple months later for the next game.
Yep.
That's what I did with Star Wars too.
Yeah, I still haven't played Star Wars. I think I might play that after this, although that might be a weird transition.
I think it would be a step down for sure. I like Star Wars a lot, but Assassin's Creed is way more polished, and the world is bigger, and it's just a better game. Are you play anything else, Tony? That was
a lot. Monster Hunter. I've been on vacation, so I've been playing a lot of video games. But I have now hunted every monster there is to hunt in Monster Hunter.
Oh.
They did an update, and they brought in 2 new monsters, Mitsutsume and the end boss of the game in high rank, Zoshia, which is like an insane fight. But I have now destroyed them all. So I'm at a point now with Monster Hunter where I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do next. They need to add some more content because
sounds like you've done everything.
I have killed
building sets of.
I mean, I have like almost every kind of hammer you could imagine.
Oh, really? I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I liked in the post game is just fucking seeing who's playing and just joining people and helping them. That's kind of the fun of it, So I was going for a while after I beat the game, but I don't know if you were here when I talked about that.
Yeah, was probably last week.
Yeah, you were right that like the campaign or whatever tutorial, and then the real fun begins. The
real game starts, and then you can
it literally it rolls credits after like chapters, and there's actually 3 more chapters after that. It's like okay,
yeah. Of the new monsters they added, like I think the last one was chapter 6-2. Like the story is still going.
Yeah.
So
I think they will continue to support it. They usually do, right?
Yeah.
So,
they've already announced another update with another couple of monsters, so that's coming. So there will be more to do.
The problem is, I've already fallen off of it, and it's like that game. Kind of have to keep it in your brain to remember how to fucking play it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm up to Hunter rank 86 now. I got to get to 100. I got to get there.
I got pretty high because I remember you telling me you were like 29 or something. I was like, what? And it's like I'm blown past that now, and it really got addictive when I got past all bullshit and could just go help people, and I'm basically just hunting for parts. That's fun shit.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to hop on and just like save some people on their SOS quests. Mm-hmm. Like now that I have I have a full set of the highest possible rank armor, and like I have every hammer imaginable. So I'm just like, all right, who do I want to kill today, and who do I want to save?
Yeah,
hop in there. Yeah. Good. I like Monster Hunter.
Cool. The 3 chapters is like basically the tutorial, right? Like
I mean,
3 chapters.
I guess if it's like, it's a 15-hour tutorial, You could
I don't even
say
think it's 15 hours, but like it's definitely it introduces all the base systems, and then it drops you when it ends. You're basically entering high rank as soon as it ends.
and that's where it's at. You know what I mean? You already get the high rank. Like you could say, "Oh, I beat the game," but the fun of it is then getting all like the better shit and helping people out, and like then you're in the meat of what Monster Hunter really is,
and killing like the big monsters and
just I don't know. Like you could I guess just play till the credits roll and be like, all right, I played that game, but I think like you're missing like the better half of it in a way.
Yeah.
All right. I finished Silent Hill 2 remake. That was good, I guess.
Wow, ringing endorsement.
Yes, let me play that right now. I have to.
I think if you like Silent Hill 2, I don't think that's a you game, Tony.
I would, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. But Jeff, you like Silent Hill 2, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since I played it. I like the survival horror genre, and what stood out to me about that game is I thought the story was like pretty like emotionally involving.
Yeah, and then they do they do a good job with it. Like they update some stuff. I don't know if you guys remember Boots from old IGN.
Oh yeah.
But he like commented to me and was like, he's like, he thinks it's a time loop basically, because there are things in the game that basically they're called memories, but they're memories of the original game. So he thinks there's like a theory, I guess, that it is a time loop that James, the main character, is kind of looped in, and this is just another iteration of that. And that's neat. He also said that my assumption that there seemed to be more combat in this than the original is accurate. There's way more combat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that piece of it because the combat in the original game sucks. It's not good. But when it happens, it's like really tense.
Yeah.
And you never know when like a mannequin's going to jump out at you or one of those like weird slimy guys is going to crawl up on you. You hear it like the radio, but you don't ever like quite know exactly when it's going to happen next. And in this, it's like, it's always happening. There's always combat kind of going on. So I didn't like the added combat.
Does the combat feel any better?
Yeah, it feels better. Like it's
okay.
I mean, he's still not the best shot, but I think it's better than it is in the original. Melee combat is actually pretty good. Once you get the steel pipe, it's that's a decent weapon to have. And he has a good dodge, so like you can kind of like maneuver around. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a decent game. I think there's the focus on combat really brings it down though. But it's a good game, good puzzles. Some of the stuff makes a lot of sense. Like that's something that you never. I like Resident Evil a lot, but sometimes there are puzzles that like, why would I do this? And this is like, all right, they've given you all the clues here. There's a broken, like there's one towards the end. There's a broken light bulb. It has red paint on it. You've already found a can of red paint, and you find a light bulb somewhere. You just got to find a way to open the can. And then once you open the can, you can combine the can of paint with the light bulb. It puts a little bit of red light on it. You put the light into that socket, and it reveals a secret.
Illuminates something on the wall or something.
Yeah, it reveals like the code to the suitcase that's on the bed. So it's like that stuff makes sense. Like the puzzles, I mean, they make sense in the context of how the puzzles are. They don't make sense as to why like anybody would write something it can only be seen with red paint on a light bulb, but like you can logically kind of piece them together. Yeah, I think it's a good update of that game. I hope that it did well enough that Konami decides to kind of remake 1 and 3. So I like those two better. Although I think I appreciated the story this time around more than I did when I first played it, like 25 years ago or something like that. So it's a good game. I don't love it. But I never loved Silent Hill 2 either. So anyway, I think it's everything we've been playing. Still no Earl. Which we may just talk about Mortal Kombat without him, but
oh no.
You and I have both seen it. So.
That's right. I watched it today. For
yeah,
the specific
same,
podcast.
exactly.
Damn it, Earl. Where are you?
I watched it right after work. I was like, I've been putting this off. I better watch this movie.
I was waiting for it to go on sale because I knew the Microsoft spring sale
was
due to start any moment.
It did. It just started.
I looked through it.
Fucking Microsoft.
Probably right after you watched it.
As I sit here and complain about having to pay for a $10 movie. Like, oh, what a terrible person. No. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if it was like a $5 purchase.
Yeah, exactly. Or like if it was bundled with some of the other ones. Like I like those movies. Like I like even the new ones are good. I watched them.
Yeah. So we'll circle back to Mortal Kombat. We're gonna give Earl a little bit more, but did any of you watch the Mario Kart World?
You mean Mario Kart Horizon? That game?
Yeah. Mario Kart Horizon Direct.
Yes.
It was like what, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I watched it right before.
A bunch.
What'd you say?
What was it? Oh, I was waiting for. I thought you were saying something, Jeff.
I watched it right before we recorded. Like I was like, oh yeah, that happened today.
Yeah. They kind of revealed a whole bunch of stuff. Bunch of new courses, new characters, new items. It's like an ice flower now, a hammer. I thought the Mega Mushroom had already been in it, but maybe not.
No. I'm all about that hammer. That looked pretty awesome.
Hammer's neat. You can clear a wall.
All those items look good, man. Like I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That'll be good for that. The other cool thing is they added like Tony Hawk tricking off shit.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, you could grind rails and shit, and it looked very fun to do. And they were like,
I saw the grinding, yeah.
Yeah, like if people like reach areas you couldn't have before, and then they like showed someone like trying to make this crazy jump off of like a wall slide, and then they missed it, and they're like, oh, but also if you want to try that again, you can rewind. Damn, dude, this game looks awesome.
There's a rewind feature. It is just Horizon.
Yes, absolutely. It is Horizon. Which is great. I love Horizon and I love Mario Kart. This is an awesome combo.
I'm like actually like after watching that, I'm like kind of genuinely excited for the game. Like Mario Kart feels very familiar, right? But it's just like, man, they really seem to like update it. Like there is like actually some ambition to this one, which even if it is kind of like copying other things, whatever, dude. Like it's something. It looks great.
They've had like what 8 years to work on it. Like better
forever. Be good. Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out in 2017, and Mario Kart 8. When was Mario Kart 8?
2013, something like that. Like
2014. Yep.
We'll give them a little credit because they had to redesign the game and they did add a bunch of DLC. But God,
yeah, it's been a long time.
Look, at all with all the DLC, Mario Kart 8 was easily the best Mario Kart game, but also did not really like when it first came out. Did not feel like super ambitious. This feels like all right, we had to like step it up somehow, and just like the being able to just like drive. I mean, I get it. I guess it's Horizon, but it's just so cool. Like, just imagining driving around this whole Mario Kart world, and then just seeing like courses as you're driving by them. Like, it just seems so neat.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, when 8 came out, we were still kind of like, yeah, Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed is the kind of the king of racers at that point.
I remember we did kind of like it. I mean, that game's awesome, and I will.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with the new one, because they got one new one coming out that looks kind of like that.
Yep.
But I mean, nothing's going to beat this. This is going to be a system seller, dude. Look, this is going to be like the Nintendo Switch 2 game. You know.
Absolutely.
What kind
I
of
could care less about
right?
Donkey Kong, but give me this.
Donkey Kong is 2 months away, a month and a half after release, something like that.
I am like Donkey Kong is my most anticipated game of the year, but actually watching this direct today of Mario Kart, I was like, hell yeah, dude! This could be such a like awesome like first game to play on the system.
Like so Grand Prix, like it still has like, you know, your Mushroom Cup, your Flower Cup, Star Cup, etc. But you drive over the open world from race to race. So like that's kind of neat. They adding in, was it called Knockout Tour? Which is
that looks really cool.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like an elimination type mode, like where you got to get to this point, this checkpoint, and be in the top half or whatever.
The mode you can't play with your friends.
It's gonna be so brutal.
Like, oh, you have to sit here for the next 20 minutes because I knocked you out of the first race. Then what's your name?
Yeah, they're like, man, like I was out in the first round. Like, how long?
I'm sure they give you something to do. I bet like you can drive around the world or whatever. Like there are probably things that they've done to mitigate that, so you're not just sitting there waiting.
There's
although you deserve it if you get knocked out in the first race, maybe you deserve it.
There's a super like dumb thing that I also kind of love it is that like there's a bunch of drive-thrus that you can get food from.
Yeah, the Yoshis, the little fast food places.
It changes your costume based on the food that you eat.
And I guess that's how you unlock costumes too. Is like you go and you pick up the food. So like if you get sushi, like in the direct they showed like Peach like having sushi. She eats the sushi, and all of a sudden she's wearing like a kimono.
Yeah,
that's really neat.
Like they showed Luigi. He had some like Italian food, and he looked like one of the fucking the boat guys, like the Venetian boat guys.
Gondolier.
Yeah.
They're bringing back battle mode, which I've never been a big battle mode guy, but
yeah, it's the worst way to play Mario Kart.
I used to love it. I used to love it, but I can't convince anyone in real life to play it with me. I'm always like, "Can we do one battle mode round?" And I was like, "No, fuck you."
It takes like a certain skill set that, like, unless you play a lot of battle mode, most people don't have. But everybody knows how to like race forward.
Yeah, I guess it's just I don't think it's not better than racing, but I always liked it as like like we'll do this for like a round or two, and go back.
Yeah,
but like nobody likes it. No one's on my side, at least in my house.
I guess there's like free roam, which will be quests evidently you can pick up and go do. I don't really know how that's going to work out, but that could be neat. Let's see, a bunch of new tracks. Plus, they said a bunch of classic tracks as well.
Yeah,
I don't think they showed any of the classic tracks, but some of these are like neat, like DK Spaceport, Boo Cinema. It's a haunted drive-in theater. Like there's some cool stuff in here. Yeah, it looks really good. I don't know how there's a bunch of new characters too. I don't know if you can just select them or if you unlock them, but this looks like a good game.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm psyched.
I hope I can get a Switch too. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it would be nice if we knew when, right? Like, still no word on when pre-orders are going to start.
Wait, no, I thought they opened in May.
So the ones for Nintendo specifically open
I
May
see.
6th or May 9th, but other retailers were supposed to open up 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
No, last week. It was supposed to open up last week on the 9th. And Jeff, do you know the date that for Nintendo pre-orders? Is it May 9th or
May 8th or May 9th?
Okay. Yeah, so they're the ones that are going to be on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
There's rumors, I guess, that at least some Canada retailers have said that, or I guess rumored that it may be Wednesday next week for regular retailers. We'll see. Yeah, if you have a Switch Online account, though, Nintendo might be the easiest way. I don't know about easiest, but you've at least, if you played, I think it's 50 hours, and you have a Switch Online account, that like you would be able to get in. I think they're tiering it though.
Oh.
Yeah, so like maybe like Jeff would maybe have higher priority than I would, because Jeff plays more Switch than I do. I don't know.
I also have you don't have like the high tier, whatchamacallit, membership?
I do.
Online?
I have the expansion pass, yeah. In fact, I have the family plus expansion pass.
Well, maybe you'll win.
Yeah, maybe but it's like I still think they tie it to your game time, so I probably qualify. I don't know if I move past.
The only thing that might work against me is I've not been playing the last like 2 months because my Switch is like on its deathbed.
But you did say that.
But yeah, dude, I've clocked so many hours and so many games on the Switch. Like, I love the Switch. I cannot wait for this fucking new system, man. Bring it. Let me buy it, Nintendo.
Yeah. So I think that'll be Mario Kart. Looks like a lot of fun. So, Tony, absolutely. You're not interested in Donkey Kong?
I mean, I could be. I'm just more interested in Mario Kart. I wouldn't buy a system to play the Donkey Kong game, but the Mario Kart game, absolutely, I would.
I'm not buying the system to play Donkey Kong, but I think Donkey Kong looks like a Game of the Year contender. Like, it looks like it's the studio that did Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I might have to let you play it, Jeff, and you tell us if it's worth playing or not.
It's picture this. It's fucking Red Faction meets fucking Mario Odyssey. You can break everything, and there's
but you play as Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you're so against Donkey Kong.
I know.
Hates monkeys.
It's Donkey Kong Country. I don't know. I can't stand
and
it.
Barrels. Are you afraid of barrels?
I think so. Barrels and mine carts.
I mean,
bananas.
Donkey Kong has a very different like control feel to it, but I like it. Like I would prefer Mario, but I've always liked Donkey Kong's platformers.
Give me Donkey Kong's arcade game. I'll play that.
Yeah, those are good. The Game Boy one, but I always I like the 2D ones. I used to love 64, dude. I would not play 64 again now, probably. But
I don't think most people would.
I used to.
Yeah, 64. I'm not a fan of.
It's too much. Too tedious.
I don't think we talked about this last week. The one other thing that caught my eye for Nintendo is that they announced that you will be able to repair your weapons in Breath of the Wild, and
if you download an app.
Yes. And it's not just downloaded app, it's also, I didn't realize this at first, like I finally like read through the whole thing. It's not just you have to have the app. It's you have the app, and then it's basically a slot machine of what reward you'll get that day.
Oh God.
So it could be, you could get a chest which has an item in it. You could you could get some like materials. You could get a meal or something to boost your I guess your stats or whatever for a little bit of time, or you can get repairs. So it's not like, oh, I have the app and I can repair my weapons there. It's like, do I get lucky today and it's going to let me repair them or not?
Oh no. Oh no.
Like, why? Why are we doing that?
Because you hate people. You like to torture them.
And I know that Jeff doesn't care about the durability in it. It's just the one thing that I was like, if you could just give me that, I would think I would enjoy it a little bit more. And they've given it to me in the most convoluted, stupid way possible.
The way that makes it work, like it's actual work, and
log in every day.
Work and luck.
Do I log in and it's like, oh, I didn't get it today. I guess I don't play Zelda.
It's gonna be one of these things where they're hiring like people in China to log into the app for you every day, so you can check it for you.
Yeah. Do we lose Jeff?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was in the wrong.
His microphone degraded. That's what happened. It broke.
It happens like every 10 seconds.
No, I jumped over to one of our other Discords that we have, and I had some notes there. Like I just saw me, Tony, and Earl, as Earl has like a little moon next to him because he's not with us, but he's online. And I was like, where did Jeff go? But he's not in this Discord. I mean, I know Tony kind of caught it as well. The rumors of the Oblivion remake are they've been going on for a while now.
Yeah.
But they are more prominent this week, I guess.
It seems substantial, but like the fact that people keep saying, "Oh, it's coming." No, it's not confirmed. Nothing's been confirmed.
Yeah,
I mean,
things have leaked, but people keep saying like, "Oh, it's coming next week. It's coming next week." It's not coming next week.
Maybe
insane people like the announcement might be coming next week, but they're not going to like lay this thing out on top of all their other Game Pass games and say, "Oh, here's this free remake of this beloved game from decades ago. Go play this instead of these new games that we just released." It's not happening.
I don't
make
know.
any sense.
I can see it. It's, I don't know.
Like you save it for like June when you don't have anything new. We're like, here's this thing.
Yeah. Like, why release it the week before you release another big RPG that you've been promoting heavily, even if it's not your own, in Expedition 33? Like, you had it at your big developer direct, and then Doom's what, a month away now?
Yeah.
Just let it slide until your June conference, which they said I think it's coming like June 9th or something like that. So
yeah.
I don't know, if you're gonna drop it that day.
Yeah, I mean, selfishly, I'm playing Assassin's Creed. I don't want it to come next week anyway. Okay, I have these other games to play first. Please let it slide. It was like when Assassin's Creed was delayed. I was like, oh, that's terrible that you moved it away from Civilization and Monster Hunter. So I got to play those games first. Terrible. I will say though, with the Microsoft sale here, I keep looking now at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which people seem to like. The people who've played it seem to enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to play it. I don't want to play it for $70. I don't know that I want to play it for $60.
That what it's on sale for right now.
Right now it's $60 at Best Buy for an actual disc, which is also like I don't want a disc either. So, their little Microsoft. I haven't looked at the actual spring sale yet, but the pre-sale had the deluxe edition on sale, which made it like $80. Again, I don't want to pay $80 to play this game. There's a price point at which I hit, but I don't want to wait too long because I feel like if I wait too long, it's going to get stuck in all that GTA and all the other stuff coming out in the fall.
Yep.
So I want to hop before then at some point. But
maybe maybe get a good deal, when they have the summer sale, like around 4th of July.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel that I'm in that same boat, Tony. It's like I kind of want to play it, but I didn't like the first one enough that I want to spend $60-$70 on it.
It seems to get a lot more positive feedback. Like I'm guessing it's better, but yes, that is also my problem. Like I didn't like the first game enough for me to get super hyped for the next one.
Yeah.
Especially like it's hard to tell whether it's just like people who like the first game who are like, oh, this one's even better. But it still has the same problems as the original. Like that's kind of what I hope. It's not the case. Like I hated the way the first game felt. Like it didn't feel good to play. Like the controls felt weird. It just didn't. It felt awkward. It's great. Maybe reduce the awkwardness a little, but if it still feels awkward, I don't want to play it.
And certainly not at $60 or $70.
Yeah.
That thing you said about the deluxe version being like $80. That's something I've seen Microsoft. I don't check Sony's sales a whole lot, but I've seen Microsoft been doing it a lot. Like I'll constantly get the Space Marine like super deluxe version. It's like, oh, it's $75. Like, but like regular Space Marine's not on sale.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like I don't want the super deluxe version for more than I would pay for the regular version. I just want the regular version at like $40.
Yeah. And like with games like this, where they're like huge, there's like an open world, there's a lot to do. I don't really need those deluxe editions as much.
Right.
Because like you're just adding more content that I'm never going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not going to spend 300 hours playing any game. So if you keep adding in this extra content, like it's just stuff that exists that I might come into contact with, but I'm never going to seek it out. Like it just doesn't matter. It doesn't add anything to the experience for me.
Agreed. Any good sales? Do you guys see any good sales in this? Is that spring sale? Is that what's going on now?
Yeah, what I looked at had not yet started.
Okay.
So
I got an alert when I turned on my Xbox earlier, like 7 games on your wish list are on sale. I just hadn't checked.
Oh, it must have started then. Get this built.
All right. Do we talk about Mortal Kombat or do we wait for Earl?
I think we have to wait for Earl. I kind of feel like
this is his thing. This movie rankings.
I don't want to steal it from him, although we should because we watched the movie diligently for him, and he's not here.
Jeff, did you by chance rewatch Mortal Kombat?
I had to step away for a second, but no, I did not.
Well, we're gonna hold it.
So you have more time to not watch it.
Yeah, you have another week to not watch it. I'll say this: I had fun with it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and my kids also enjoyed it, which was really interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
It's so dumb.
Really dumb.
And like the one thing I will say, I of course went through and looked at all the actors, and like almost every single actor in this movie is only known for this movie.
Yeah, except for
they're all so bad at acting.
For Lambert, right?
Yeah.
He's the only one. And the guy who plays Shao, the sorcerer dude.
I think they were cast for they were cast for their like looks.
Their looks and their yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
I said
they kind of look like the characters.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Yeah,
like,
they do. I still remember going to see that in the theater. I was so sick. I rode my bike to the theater. I had struck throat, and I had to see Mortal Kombat. It was the most important thing ever. I think that's the last time I watched that. I liked it at the time, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fun movie to revisit.
Yes, absolutely.
So we will talk about that though when Earl is back with us.
Yeah, shunned us.
Yeah, he didn't respond earlier, which is unlike him, but normally he at least responds though. He's normally like, yeah, I'm gonna be late, I'm at trivia. Like he didn't say anything probably since about noon today.
He got that booty call.
Explain or no.
Every time he doesn't show up, I just say that. You got the booty call.
I don't know what we've played everything. Like, so I don't know what we're gonna have for next week, but
I will have Expedition 33.
You're gonna have played it for like an hour.
Guess what, bro? Guess what? I'm off on Thursday.
You're off. Is that when it comes out? Is it?
It's Thursday's the launch date. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, so it lined up that my day off last week was South of Midnight's release. I was like, how does this happen? Like, I never get lucky. And then 2 weeks later, it's going to be like my day off is Expedition 33 release. Pretty cool. I like that. So yeah, I'll have probably at least 3-4 hours of play with it.
Oh, good. Yeah, because there's probably very little chance that I'm going to get a whole maybe an hour if I get a chance.
It just looks so cool.
I'm excited for it. Kind of like a big budget, kind of turn-based RPG. Like, be fun to see how that turns out. So, all right. Well, we'll at least have that. I'm sure Tony will play more Assassin's Creed, and I'll probably poke a little bit at that as well. So we'll have stuff to talk about, and maybe Earl will be back for Mortal Kombat. So, Jeff, say goodnight.
Mortal Kombat. Good night.